Welcome to the Forts Official Tournament 18. Alpha versus Emile.
Welcome back, Forts fans, to game number 6 of the Forts Official Tournament 18 here at SynergyGamingTV. Another exciting new map here, you guys. This one is called Hillguin, I think. It's a play on penguin. Hillguin by Samster Birdies. The link for this map is also down below in the description. You guys can subscribe to it if you're interested in playing this. Now, I don't know how I feel about this map, so to speak. Kind of like Penguin in the middle, kind of like Hill Forts, but there's an opening here. I guess we'll see how this map plays out. We'll take a look and see what's going down here. Without further ado, let's introduce our players. On the left-hand side, playing Warthog, it is Alpha. And his opponent, on the right-hand side, playing Buster, it's Emile. I believe. That's how we say it. No one corrected me in the comments, so I believe we got it correct here, guys. Very interested to see how these guys decide to play. Are they going to do some crazy laser stuff right through the middle, or are they going to do some Howies over the top? This is a map that could be good for mortars, or at least starting with mortars and then transitioning into lasers to go right through the middle. I mean, you can counter that whole thing with portals or shields. So we'll see what these players decide to do in this map. Had a bit of a buffering there, trying to figure out exactly what we're going to talk about. We got Alpha here going in for that workshop technology right off the bat, but it doesn't look like there's any follow-up for either technology. You could place the tier. Okay, so it's going to be a workshop. He's going to do something kind of like right here. I can see this is what this shelf is for right there. Now, instead of making this weird thing, could have just pulled this over and made a box. Bloop. Basically, like the node was already there, so could have just pulled that over. I'm not sure what this build is. Looks a little janky to me. But I guess we'll see, Alpha, if it pays off. Selling off some of the stuff in the front here. Let's take a look at Emile. We've got Workshop. Just playing place down now. F8 key. 2 minutes in. That is really, really late. That's a very late technology. We are using some of the Felix 4-length struts here, though, so that's good to see here. That's going to add some stability in the back. Now, I can tell you right now with the design of this base, because it goes up on a tier like this, these are not needed. These long bracings actually just take up base zones. Most of the weight, in fact, all of the weight is going to be here on the front, and you can't even really get this to lean back and take advantage of these 4 long struts. So in this specific map, these are basically useless. And I would avoid them and just stick, with a grid. Adding a little bit of the defense here in the front. Let's see what these guys are deciding to do. Emile adding a 3rd turbine in there. Still Alpha running on 1 turbine over here. You can see that. And no defenses here in the front. Now, this is a bold strategy. Actually, both players have done that because they've realized that snipers can't shoot right through this section, right? You have to up and over, down, whatever the case may be, or straight through the bottom here. So there isn't really a good angle at the core. Now, man, this map is really slow. Although we do have the munitions plant coming in here, and Alphas is already done. So we're gonna start seeing. It's got to be a Howie. This isn't tall enough to be a cannon, so we're probably gonna see a Howie, probably right in here. Is gonna be my guess. Emile, no weapons down yet. Alpha, no weapons down just yet. Waiting for that. We are adding some extra storages, so that is going to be a Howie. There's a good chance of a Howie here from Emile. Those are the additional storages that are required. This will put up to 1,000 metal, and this should be 9,000 energy right here, and 20 mil. Okay, so I retract my previous statement about needing these 4 long struts. If you're doing weapons like this on a base that leans backwards, these 4 long struts are actually really, really good. So there must have been a little bit of a strategy in mind here from Emile. So this is actually incredibly strong here right now, and the chance that these specific bracings will break are very, very low. So this is actually a very strong build if you're putting your weight over top of the bracings. Now, we've got Alpha. Sniper here that can shoot at nothing. Not sure why that's there. And we've got a cannon going up here, so we're not going to see any Howies. Very interesting. I thought this would have made a great Howie location right here through this opening. You could have just, lobbed some shots very nicely. And we're not going to see, it looks like, any jank through the fortress here in the middle. This beautiful little castle-shaped thing here. Very nicely designed by Samster Birdies. Not much going down here right now. Adding in, there's some of the defenses here right now. These are, excuse me, these long braces like this are kind of like the anti-howitzer bracing. Okay. We are going to see a Howie right here. This is the Howie ramp. This is where it's going to come out of. It's going to go right here, and it's going to shoot up this way, is my guess. Or it could go right here. Either way. I really think at a map that's taking this long for these players, mortars would have been a great start. Would have been a great start here to see. You could actually do... Oh, 20 mils coming across here. Dual shots there. Not a whole lot of damage. Not a whole lot of damage. Now, we are seeing 20 mils because of Buster. We know this. However, the 20 mils were actually really nerfed in the last patch. The 20 mils on Buster's active ability. I believe that the depleted uranium shell's travel distance once it hits the base used to be 400 units. It's now 300 units. And that is a massive, massive difference. That's 2 grid spaces less penetration that it has now. But cannons still remain at 400, I believe. So cannons are actually really, really strong with Buster at the moment. And 20 mils not so much. Although we're seeing a lot of great AoE damage coming in here right now. Alpha's going to be having a hard time dealing with that DPS here currently until these cannons are finished and able to fire and get some penetration done here. You can see that Emile is adding in the fire beam protected doors. We do have a video coming on fire beams, so you'll understand what I mean by this. Later on in that video. Make sure to take a look in the tutorial playlist if you guys are interested in learning about fire beams. Video should be out here relatively soon. Actually, basically, as soon as these videos are done being cast, then we will have the fire beam tutorial video on its way. Great. While we're waiting for some action to happen here, I want to remind you guys to make sure to smash that like button if you are enjoying this content. The like button is hugely important for the algorithm, and or not necessarily the like button, but either one of those. The engagement is really important for the algorithm, and for that, for you guys enjoying this free content, it really helps promote these videos out there on the interwebs. Predominantly YouTube. So if you guys can do that, if you're entertained by these replay commentaries, please make sure to smash that like button and help me get these videos out to the people who want to see them. I don't think we've seen any shots from Alpha here right now. I'm not sure if he's waiting for both cannons to finish up. I would think so. Going to try and do the dual cannon door penetration technique. A pinch fist. Very strong pinch fist shot here. Now we do have Warthog's ability fully charged. And we're going to see the depleted uraniums here. Alpha's not going to get the opportunity to get a shot off. He waited too long. Alpha dealing all that damage seems to be okay here right now. We do have up to 6 mines of economy here in Alpha's base. So it should make a full recovery here. And hopefully he'll be able to activate that Warthog ability and absolutely dumpster fire Emile's building here. We shall see. There's one shot. Boom! Takes out 3 turbines. 2 turbines. Other than that, did absolutely no damage to the base. However, 200 times 5 is 1,000 metal in economic damage, not to mention the amount of energy that's not being produced right now. That worth an active ability? I don't think so. But we did a buttload of metal damage. Emile getting ready to fire the active ability again. Oh, Buster's meter fills up so nicely. This is great. Only those 2 shot right now. He could have, if he had the energy, he could fire that 3rd one, would have killed the cannon. And he's going to do a little bit of door fixing here. Not looking so great. Great thing about depleted uranium is the fire that comes from it. Just lights everything on fire. That radiation from that depleted uranium is quite powerful. I personally really like Buster cannons. I'm a big fan recently of playing in online, 4v4 matches and stuff on my streams. I have really enjoyed Buster. I like the penetration it does. I mean, you can blow up storages. Great shots there. Takes out both doors and the cannon. That was a great shot from Alpha. Beauty. Absolutely beautiful. And the Howie shot came in. Once again, I didn't even see that. And the 20's taking in here. Alpha not looking in good shape here right now. The base doing the funky chicken. Wirbly, wirbly, wirbly dance. And trying to make a comeback right here. Alpha lost all sorts of DPS here at the moment. This is not a good sign. This would be a fantastic opportunity if Alpha had the resources to drop down that factory and get some lasers going pew, pew, pew right through here. Now, again, this map is called Hilgwyn. It's basically on a mimic of the map Penguin. Great shot there. 20 mil, a little bit low. Getting taken out here by this mountain in the middle. The Hilgwyn, and there it is. Emile pulls out the victory over Alpha. Fantastic gameplay. Active ability out early enough there. That could have changed the entire game had some of those cannon shots been out a little bit earlier. Absolutely fantastic to see those types of games with these different commanders, you guys. I'm loving this tournament. So much entertainment, so much fun, guys. That was Alpha versus Emile, Warthog versus Buster.